So in this video we're going to show you how to make this, or we're going to make this. This is a traditional chocolate cake with a bit of a modern twist because we've got these caramel buttons on top, little dash of icing sugar there on top. There you go. You happy with that one? Mm-hmm. Traditional chocolate cake, really chocolatey, quite easy to make. It's got condensed milk in it, isn't it?
Evaporated milk.
It's got evaporated milk in it, sorry, it's got evaporated milk in that. It's quite a weighty, dense chocolate cake, traditionally made. So we're going to make this now.
It's actually old fashioned.
Old fashioned, that's what I said. What did I say?
Traditional.
I said traditional, it's old fashioned. I got my words wrong. Look at that, here we go. Look as the sun's coming down on it. Right, so here's going to be the ingredients. What's that, flour?
Self-raising flour.
Self-raising flour, 200 grams.
Yeah, 200 grams. Caster sugar, 200.
Caster sugar, 200.
50 grams.
Cocoa.
Cocoa powder.
50 gram. Then we're going to do a mixture of butter.
No, I'm just using butter today.
So just butter, forget that. We was going to do a mixture of butter and this bacon, whatever this is, but we're just going for pure butter today. Yeah, so how much of that? This
calls for 115 grams.
115 grams of this. Then we're going to have some of this vanilla extract. What's that, vanilla extract?
Yeah.
Eggs, how many eggs? 2?
2 eggs.
2 eggs.
Which we mix with evaporated milk, which I can
evaporated
do now
milk.
We're
going to be mixed with the eggs, so we can do that now.
2 eggs.
So 2 eggs going in. And these eggs, this is an old fashioned because it's made with evaporated milk, you're saying?
Yeah. So we want 5 tablespoons.
So 5 tablespoons.
Whoa.
So that's as good as 1. So 5 tablespoons of evaporated milk with 2 eggs.
4, 5.
5 tablespoons of that with 2 eggs.
Right.
What are you going to do? Mix it up a little bit?
Mix it up. Just get everything ready because you have to. Have to sieve the flour and the cocoa together so that it combines. So that's that ready to go in.
Have you made this before?
Yeah. Really chocolate.
You do love making a cake, don't you?
I love making cakes. I do. More than I do eating them.
So it's quite a chocolatey cake, is it?
Disgustingly chocolatey.
What does the evaporated milk do to this cake?
I'm not quite sure.
Oh, you're not? Oh, fair enough.
I just like the sound of it.
So 2 eggs, evaporated milk. It's got a lot of sugar in. Is that caster sugar?
That's caster sugar.
Caster sugar there. Flour. Flour's going to be sieved in with the cocoa and that. Yeah, is that what's going to happen?
Yeah. So what I'm going to do now is.
She got a little recipe on this iPad thing.
I'm going to do that.
Bigger glass. Oh, you're doing it now. Right, bigger glass coming out. Bigger bowl.
Okay, so.
Flour sieved. Cocoa going in as well. Let's get that overhead shot. So that combines it all. Oh yeah, look at that. That's nice.
Yeah.
Look how fine that is. Oh, that's done quickly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't take long.
Okay. And then you don't get all those little bits.
Look at them little bits in it. And it does fine it out, as we can see there.
So
look at that.
Let me just get those back to 0.
Oh, so you're tearing that.
And then it needs just a little bit of salt because
a sprinkle
it says a quarter
of
of a spoon, quarter of a teaspoon, but I'm just going to just a tiny little bit because there's
crack of salt
in this butter.
Yeah, because it's salted butter.
Yeah.
So a crack of salt.
Right, where's my fork?
So she needs another bit of fork. So that's the crack of salt, cocoa. Cocoa? No, cocoa.
Cocoa powder.
It's got an A at the end.
Cocoa.
It's an A at the end. Cocoa.
It says, yeah, that's how you spell cocoa.
I say spell cocoa apparently. Right, so that's that there. The drink she's drinking, because she needs a drink when she's doing this, probably because it's me winding her up. Pink grapefruit, Paloma. What are you making of that?
Yeah, it's nice.
Is it nice, is it? Mm. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's nice. That's Marks & Spencer's little cocktail there.
Very strong.
Yeah, it's very strong. 14.5% I think or something. Oh. It's gone to her head, look. You can see it.
Right, I am using a recipe today.
Yeah, we know you're using a recipe because it's right there in plain sight.
Right, so then the salt, not the salt, the sugar's going in.
Sugar going in. So what's your fluids? Just that?
That's not going in yet.
Yeah, but is that the only fluids there is?
No, I've got to add more.
You've got to add some milk or something?
Evaporated milk with the vanilla.
Oh, I actually need some more evaporated milk with the vanilla.
For this particular cake.
How do you say vanilla?
Vanilla.
Vanilla. Am I saying it right?
I went to school, Adam.
Yeah, I did go to school as well, I just didn't listen. Oh, so there we go.
Right, so that's all combined. That's flour, cocoa and sugar in there. So now what's going to happen?
What's going to happen?
Is the butter's going in and you rub it in.
Oh, so you rub the butter in.
Rub the butter in.
Get the butter in then.
You know what? Ideally this should be...
That's melted. It's really hot today. Look at the sun coming through the window.
I'm going to use the one that's been in the fridge for a bit.
Oh, you don't want it melted too much?
No, so we can come back when that's done. So you need...
You said 115 or something, or 150?
Yeah, let me just double check that.
115 butter.
115
And it's saying soft marge, so you could use the marge.
You can use that margarine if you want.
Or if you want that extra little creme de la pap.
I'm feeling generous today, so...
But it's a bit more expensive.
50 quid in Sainsbury's, so I might...
Fair enough. This is about half the price of butter, but you might not get a buttery as taste as using something like
you'll get a nicer
real
texture.
butter. So you want 115 there. How much you got in there?
I don't know yet, do I?
No, that'd be about... I'm saying that one's going to be about 18, see? So 20, 30... No, you need a lot more. It's 55.
Who's baking this cake?
Yeah, but I'm doing running commentary. 55 there. So you want, what did you say you want, 115?
115, yeah.
86. What are you doing?
108.
108. We needed that, yeah, it's a lot of butter. It's
cake's expensive.
Expensive cake. This
And
cake
it won't
works out
even
about
see the
9
light
quid.
of day, this cake, once it's baked as well.
No, especially with this one.
115, right?
115 on the money right there.
Yeah. Okay. Right, so now I'm going to
Rub
this in.
Rub this in with your hands?
Yeah. And then I'll come back in a minute.
Alright, start it then. I'll start it off and then I'll come back and see what it looks like.
Let me just break it up into little bits.
You wash them bits?
Light fingers, yes, of course I have. Not like you, don't even wash your grapes.
I don't wash my grapes. I do wash my grapes once a week.
So rub it in like you would be rubbing in if you was making pastry. But I'm not very good at making, I'm hasten to add.
Right, we'll come back when this is all done.
Yeah, when it's done. Won't be long.
As you can see, she's rubbing in the butter with the cocoa. Cocoa, you said, didn't you?
Adam, it's cocoa.
Why has cocoa got an A at the end? That's what I want to know. Cocoa, sugar, caster sugar, which is what's caster sugar? Caster sugar is just a finely blended sugar, isn't it?
It is.
Because I think someone asked on a previous video.
So the answer to that question is, it is the same as granulated. You can use granulated if you want to, but caster sugar is a lot finer. It's a fine.
I think someone was watching one of these videos from America and they asked what caster sugar was, and it's just a fine. It's just a fine sugar. Yeah, I'm not sure what they would call it in America, but it's
confectioner's sugar because that's icing sugar, what we would call.
Yeah, it's not as fine grated as icing sugar. Icing sugar's really fine, isn't it?
Powder.
Yeah, icing sugar's like powder. This is just like a
sugar,
fine.
No, this is caster.
Caster sugar.
Look,
if you're from
there's a bag in that cupboard down there.
Yeah, but if you're from the UK, it probably makes sense. They'll probably say we know what caster sugar is, but if you're from some other country, caster sugar probably don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's called white
it's just very fine.
caster sugar. Now if you are watching from the UK, you're thinking, what's it talking about? We know caster sugar. But there is other countries that might watch this channel as well. And it's it's not as fine as
powdered sugar.
As like icing sugar, so that's caster sugar. Now I'll get a bit of normal sugar that you may have on your cup of tea and coffee. And you might see, there's not much difference, but there is. So that one there is normal sugar. That one there is caster sugar. It's just a bit finer than normal sugar that you have in your cup of tea or coffee. Like I say, if you are watching from the UK, you're thinking what you're talking about, but other countries might not have caster sugar, because we did have a question once. Someone asked a question and said, what's that caster sugar all about? It's probably called something else. So she's still rubbing that in. And then we're moving on to the next step. Oh, she's going to wash her hands for the first time this month. So the 5 tablespoons of evaporated milk
with the 2 eggs is going in.
And then what you're going to need is another 5 tablespoons of evaporated milk, but they're going to be mixed with this vanilla extract. So they've gone in.
Right, so we're going to do another 5.
2 eggs. Here she goes. 2. Oh,
Right,
you just put it straight in.
I'm just going to go in.
You're going in.
1.
So 5 spoons. So in total, 10 spoons of evaporated milk.
4.
This is going to taste nice, I tell you.
5.
2 eggs. And then what, a spoon of this? No, it can't be a whole teaspoon. That's not that.
This is just.
This is just a vanilla
extract.
So a bit of that's going in.
1 teaspoon.
1 teaspoon. Straight in. There we goes.
Like that.
And then you go. What, you're just going to mix that with a fork?
And that's all got to be mixed in.
That's all got to be mixed in now. What, with your hands or a fork or a spoon?
No, I'm going to use a spoon.
You're going to use a wooden spoon?
Yeah.
Let's see this going in. So you did make a bit of a well there, didn't you?
Yeah.
So this should be making the batter. Should it be batter?
Yeah. Look at that. Look. I don't know what evaporated milk is called in other countries. So.
Oh, for other countries, what evaporated milk is.
Yeah,
so if
like
you are from a different country, it's home baking evaporated milk. 9% milk. Oh, it's whatever that is. I'm sure you have something similar. Is it that Cravendale stuff? Not Cravendale. What's it called?
No.
What's that company called that do in the tin? Like this is Co-op home brand, but what's the
Carnation.
Carnation.
Carnation milk.
Is that the one you can make toffee out of?
No, that's condensed milk. That's the thick stuff.
But what's the make called? 'Cause it starts like something CAN. Canon.
Oh?
The official make of this. You know, this is like the Co-op version. What's like the branded one of this?
Carnation. I've just
Oh,
told
Carnation. Oh, is that what it's called? Carnation.
you. Look how easy that was.
Oh, that's proper mixed in. Look at that. Getting some air in that. That was quite easy, wasn't it?
Yeah, really easy. No mixers involved, just...
No. That's because it's old-fashioned. In the old days, they didn't have a mixer.
Okay, right.
So that's just going to go in the oven.
It's going to go in the oven.
What are you doing, your nails?
So it's been baked in a moderate oven. Adam, 180 degrees.
180 degrees for how long?
25 to 35 minutes or until well risen.
And you're going to plop it in this.
Yeah.
And you had to make your own little bag for this.
Yeah.
You just
Made a
like
liner because I've
Yeah.
run out of my little liner things.
But is that going to work because it's got like gaps?
It'll be fine.
I'll be fine with it.
Yeah, so just go along with the palette knife.
Plop it in then.
Hang on.
Oh, she's going over
So
the old
180 degrees,
180 degree.
350 Fahrenheit or gas mark 4.
What have you got? Gas mark 4 or Fahrenheit?
Well, I've got 180 degrees. 180 fan I've got.
Fan, you got fan?
Yeah.
Because you can hear it in the background. That oven's so loud.
Right then. Let's get this in.
Put that in
Hang
then
on,
for
let me get the
30 to 35 minutes. What are you looking for?
Anyway, you're supposed to be clearing up.
Oh, no, never.
Oh, I never.
What?
No, I never.
Oh, it's nice, is it?
Oh, chocolatey. Oh, that was nice.
Pour it in then. So you've got one
I'm
spoon
going
now,
to.
but you've gone for a bigger spoon.
Yeah. So don't mind it. I'm gonna put it in nicely.
Oh yeah, I'll hold the little thing.
I'm probably wondering why I like doing loaf cakes.
Why do you like doing loaf
It
cakes?
just works better for us, doesn't it? Because it won't last 5 minutes anyway.
Don't last long, does it? Are you doing a topping or anything for this?
Yes, I will be. But
Oh, you
that
will
won't
be?
be until
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
This is the first part. The rest will be filmed
You
tomorrow.
never
Steve.
decorate a cake on the same day you make it.
No, you don't do that, do you?
No.
You won't do a cake the same day you've made it.
No.
Let's taste it. Taste a little
2-day process.
tiny bit of this. Oh, that does taste nice.
It's nice, isn't it?
Really chocolatey. Right then. So we'll be back when this comes out the oven, and then tomorrow we'll show you the finished cake. I'll get it all out, don't you?
Yeah.
Don't waste none. Will that rise a bit? It's got self-raising flour, so it's going to rise. Alright then, we'll be back.
Mummy, is this for cuticles?
No.
Right, so now we're going to show you how to make this, what's it called? Milk chocolate icing.
Milk chocolate icing, yeah.
So what you need melted butter,
80 grams.
icing sugar,
225 grams,
cocoa,
4 tablespoons,
so 4 tablespoons. Then you want this evaporated milk, which is just that, and that is how much is in that?
3 tablespoons.
3 tablespoons, but it's got warmed up a little bit in the microwave. The butter obviously got melted, and you want some vanilla extract
Yeah,
stuff.
vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon.
1 teaspoon of that. So now she's gonna
Right, so
work
now
your magic on this.
I'm going to put this in here. So now we've got to melt the butter.
Melt the butter, put it in there.
Get it all out. And then the cocoa's going in there.
Cocoa.
Like that. And we mix that together. Okay, just like this.
So you mix the cocoa in with the melted butter. Then what you got the sieve for? You're going to sieve the icing sugar.
Yeah. And first of all, I think I'm going to put this in.
Oh, so the evaporated milk's going in.
And the
Vanilla extract. There's 1 tablespoon. You just have to guess it. So the evaporated milk warmed up in the microwave for a few seconds. Is that a teaspoon or a table?
Teaspoon.
1 teaspoon of vanilla. Just like that.
So this has been warmed up in the microwave. It's going in there.
It's going in there.
And then sieve the icing in.
There you go, sieve some icing. All of that.
Yep.
And what was this called again? Milk chocolate icing?
Yeah.
But like more of a traditional recipe, is this?
Yes. I know why.
It's going to be quite thick,
Looks
isn't
like
it?
a blob, don't it?
Yeah.
Really chocolatey. But you're supposed to leave this for 5 minutes after so that it can just sit for a bit.
Look at that.
So look, there you go.
Oh, it does taste nice. Really chocolatey. Oh, so we'll be back. So you're going to leave that for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm going to leave it for 5 minutes.
And then it's going to go inside and on top of the cake, which is sitting there. That'll be unveiled soon. Oh, so the cake is ready. What you've done, you've just made it a bit more flatter on top, haven't you? Only a little bit to help it out.
Up a bit when it was cooking.
Yeah.
So I just lopped the top off.
You've just lopped the top off just to make it not
And that's
as
what
pointed.
it looks like inside.
You said quite a dense cake,
Yeah,
but it
it's
looks
nice.
very nice, doesn't it? So now
Cooked nicely.
yeah, it's
Cut it in
a
half.
good bake.
So now I'm gonna
Now you're going to put your filling in.
put that one. Be careful.
Or you're going to put that on your display glass. I'll come round here.
So this is what the icing looks like, and that's absolutely fine. So that's how it's supposed to
You
look.
was the one panicking,
So
not
don't be
me.
yeah, I was just a little bit alarmed. That was sort of about how it. Put some in the middle.
So now the filling is done. And now we'll go for a bit of this on top. Look at that.
This is super chocolatey. This cake.
Is it? Double,
You know, you've had
double
it.
or triple
You've had
chocolate? I can't remember having this.
You did because you took it to work.
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't actually remember. But this topping is going on.
There, and that's how.
There you go. You happy with that? You happy with that, would you say? What are you looking for? Are you just cleaning up? So I was just about to put the camera away. I never even tasted it, so I'm just getting a little slice, a little tiny slice, because it might ruin my dinner. Cut off now. I'm going to taste that. Oh, the slice is on its way. Gosh, really, that sun's going crazy today.
There you are. Where's your cake?
There's my slice, and you can see
You want your buttons?
bake of it. No, I don't want me buttons, so I've left off the buttons. That's the filling cake, but I think that's the sort of cake you do want with a cup of tea
Yeah.
or a glass of milk. I mould it like that because it's going to fall. Like that. It's really nice. Old fashioned
Tastes
chocolate
like
cake.
that one my mum used to make at Easter, do you remember?
Yes, yes. Her mother used to make this Easter cake. It does taste a bit similar to that. There we go. What cake are you making next? Could you make next time you make cake? A hummingbird cake.
Okay.
I made a hummingbird cake once. That was really good, wasn't it? That was like a full meal in a cake. Like, oh.
God, you've always gone on about that.
I like that hummingbird cake.